It has been amazing to go into different cities and countries and see, meet the fans and feel the love that the fans have for these characters. It's something that I've always known was there, but to literally hear it and see it and feel it has been pretty unbelievable, to be honest with you. I'm coming to Los Angeles with my head spinning, and I know that this movie exists because of the love that they have for these characters, and we put a lot of love into this movie, from top to bottom, director, writer, cast, crew, all departments, and it's just a lot of love that we're really excited to share with the world. I mean, it's called the Fantastic Four, and it is the original Marvel family. The story is completely about family, given family, chosen family, expanding family, and that as a family, and only as a family, can we save humankind.
Well, they were humans before their accident, and so I think that's a real that really defines them somehow, because it was only 4 years since this accident, and they've had to adapt. And now they have really made a decision to, even though they're so well known, to stay and live together and to be part of this little family. And Sue and Reed are trying for a baby, and they're still doing the washing up and all the normal things. Just because they're superheroes, they happen to be superheroes second.
Yeah, it's deeply humbling. We've been all over the world, and I don't know, the love for the Fantastic Four had nothing to do with us, but just this costume, this comic that's been around, this wonderful family penned by Jack Kirby that's been here for over 60 years. It means so much to people that I don't know. I just feel deeply honored that I've been trusted to be the custodian of Ben Grimm for this little bit of time. It's truly a family movie, like about family, for family. I don't know, it moves. It's got a fizziness to it. It's exciting. It's transporting, like the world that they've created. Matt Shakman, the director, the vision. Like you're really immersed. You're really transported for 2 hours. It's I don't know. It's a beautiful bubble bath of a movie. Oh yeah, I mean they're human first. They're not. I don't think any of them feel that different or apart from anything. I certainly don't think Ben Grimm thinks of himself as any sort of extra kind of person. I think if anything, he's just in search of his own humanity and trying to stay as human as possible.
Yeah, it's so exciting because, Shalla-Bal has never been portrayed on screen before, and just getting this opportunity was both very scary but also really exciting at the same time, because the fans, you want to respect the fans, and it's really important, but it's also really exciting. It's exciting to have people so excited about something. So, well, I think what makes these characters relatable, first of all, the Fantastic Four is the first family in the it's really, yes, it's superhuman, superhero, it's Marvel, but it's really a film about community, family, and love and connection, and that's what I love about this. And the Fantastic Four, the 4 actors, have amazing chemistry, so I think people are really going to love that. I'm just excited for people to see how beautiful the world is and the heart of the movie.
Well, it's no small thing, I think, to get on a plane halfway across the world, or on the other side of the world, I should say, and to be met with a reaction that is as effusive as somewhere in Europe. These characters have a global resonance, like people respond to them, because I think the messages and the themes are so human. It's about family, bravery, sacrifice, destiny. These are kind of aspects of life that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, it still means something to people. It was very fun to do. Ebon is incredibly playful. hilarious actor, and thankfully we were playing two characters that needed to kind of bounce off each other in that regard. So what we were doing off camera at lunches and all of that kind of stuff, we just let that kind of bleed into the on-camera relationship too.
Well, it really does feel like a big event, and that's always fun. And I think it's just might be appropriate because the movie is just so good and unique and a world all its own. And the actors are just so great in this, so I'm very honored to be a part of it.
It's super exciting. It's just really cool to be in any Marvel movie. I'm a fan of them, obviously, and I felt like I was joining a winning team when I saw the script and Matt Shakman and the cast. It felt like it was going to be special. Yeah. I think they, amidst all the grandiosity of the world that we're portraying, I think there's also a lot of groundedness, and it's talking about themes of family and change and transitions and coping, and I think that's probably very relatable. And, even though, what's really good is it's representing people that have these superpowers, but they're still vulnerable and they're still like everybody else. I haven't seen the film yet, but what I'm told that the visuals and the music and the performances are pretty stunning. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody feel like they're brought into a new room in the Marvel house. It's like you think you've explored everything, and here's something brand new.
Oh my gosh, yes. It was built at the same time the Fantastic Four were created, essentially. So it feels like a perfect, 60s vibe. Plus we brought in all of our wonderful Fantastic Four retro future elements like the Fantastic Cars outside. It's perfect. It feels like the movie. Oh, it's great. What's so wonderful about this is it's its own universe, its own Earth. There's no other superhero, so come on in. You don't need to know anything. If you're a Marvel fan, great, you'll love it. If you've never seen a Marvel movie, come in. It might be for you. Come check it out. Oh, it's designed for a big screen. We have the biggest villain in Marvel. He's over 1,000 feet tall, Galactus. All the tall, wonderful buildings of New York City was shot entirely in IMAX. It was designed for the big screen. Come out and see it. Well, this is Marvel's first family. It was a bold and amazing idea to center a superhero team around a real family back in the 60s. It's one of the reasons why it's been so successful. Family. They're relatable. They're like us. All the messiness, all the heart, all the humor. They can do some amazing things we can't do, but they're also very much like us, and I think that's what makes them so appealing. So I have the honor to be with Jillian Kirby, who is the granddaughter of Jack Kirby, the creator of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's incredibly exciting for me and my family. I think the Fantastic Four is one of those creations of my grandfather that is so close to home in terms of how much it connects to our family personally, right? I mean, you have Sue Storm named after my Aunt Susan and Ben Grimm named after my great-grandfather Benjamin. So it's a central theme of the movie is family, and it was really emotional, I think, to get to see all of that and all of the spirit of my grandfather come through on the big screen again. Yes, so excited. I think it's going to be a fantastic, forgive the pun, unintentional ride for the fans. I think bringing in that aspect of we've seen the transition already. Now where are they at, 4 years later? I think as the first family of Marvel, and it's such an exciting movie, action-packed, really emotional, and so excited for everyone to see it tonight. Exactly. I mean, I think it was one of those things where my dad, Neil, watched him create this on his drawing board, when my dad was 13 and a teenager, and seeing all of those aspects and characters from our family being incorporated into the Fantastic Four. I think it's just really wonderful to see that carried through, across, to this movie, and, all of the press and all of the, the comic books and everything kind of coming through. It's so exciting.
Oh, the music is going to be great. I just saw little snippets of the trailer. I haven't seen the film yet, but I just know it's going to be fantastic. It really harks to it's sentimental in that time frame, and you've got this whole family together fighting, for the world as well as themselves. Yeah. I want audiences to fall in love with the characters. I can't wait to see it. I really can't. I'm so excited.
It's bright, it's fun, the retro futuristic kind of live action Jetson style is great. And this family, they've been around for generations and generations of us. There's grandparents who are Fantastic Four fans, and there'll be new generations will discover them again through this film. So it's a wonderful thing. It's a big family film, bring everybody together. It's lovely. On a personal level, I can't wait for them to hear my Galactus voice and hear what the sound engineers have done with it, and the mixes and how that works on the IMAX speakers and all of that kind of thing. I want them to discover that. But I can't wait for them to discover the family as well. This incredibly tight-knit, beautiful family that you really care about. So when the big bad turns up, it matters to the audience because you bonded so well with the characters. So.
For writers, we thrive on conflict, so we wanted to apply a lot of pressure to that family unit, and you always want to bring it to the verge of breaking it. So you had to find the love in them and then test it, and that was fun. And sometimes we went a little too far, sometimes we had to pull it back, sometimes we didn't go far enough. But that's fun with exploring new characters. Oh, it's huge. You have some of the hugest stuff happening that's ever happened in the MCU, and this is how we're meant to see it. We're meant to see it with a big group of people. I think of theater audiences as family. So you see it with your family and you have a blast, and it's just a better way to see the movie.
Well, like all new adventures, it can be quite daunting because the first family is quite. They have quite a cachet to them. So we had to make a good film, and that's a lot of pressure. So I hope the fans. I know they're going to love it, because it's got a lot of heart and soul and adventure, and like families, they fight, they argue, but at the end they really love each other. It's been a long time coming. I think we have assembled an amazing cast that they really are like a family off screen. They argue a little, but they really love each other. I think the combination of family unit with action adventure you can't be beat.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, Fantastic Four takes place retro future 1960s. This building very much has that vibe and incredible other vibes as well, but it kind of matched the show's aesthetic. And once I heard that we were having this here, I got super excited. They are. When Stan Lee wrote this and Jack Kirby, Stan always talked about having characters with feet of clay, that they were fallible. And I think that's why everybody finds a little piece of themselves in one of the Fantastic Four. We all have our faults and everything, but to see superheroes wrestle with the same things that we wrestle with, I think that's why Fantastic Four have been popular for so long. We have an amazing cast, and I think they play the four incredibly, and I think they're going to be embraced in a big way, but I'm ready for the world to see them as Sue, Ben, Johnny, and Reed.
Well, yeah, the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. It's pretty amazing to be here, and the fact that there's all of this blue carpet everywhere, it really feels like they just threw you into the middle of the movie, which is so insane. When I was upstairs looking out the window at everything, I felt like I was at the Baxter Building. That's what it felt like. So, I mean, is there a more perfect place than this? I don't think so. It's a very different score for this movie than it has been for all of the other movies, and I've done a lot of work with Marvel over the years, but this score is filled with hope and optimism in a way that a lot of times you don't get to do in superhero movies because they're always so worried about what's going on and what they got to do. And this was a movie that just felt different to me, and it felt like it was coming from a time of like I said, of optimism, and I just wanted to be wrapped in that era that the family was living in. I wanted to be in that sort of 60s era and combine that feeling of that NASA, that real great NASA stuff, or The Right Stuff. Remember that movie, The Right Stuff, combined with this hope and fun of the Disneyland Electric Light Parade. To me, those two things smashed together, that's what this movie is to me. I'm telling you, working with an orchestra, especially one as good as the ones that recorded this score, these are people that practice all their lives to do what they do. So when you put a piece of music in front of them, there's no rehearsal time. They just play it. That's how good they are. They have played that much in their lives. They have practiced that hard. They have rehearsed that many years to be able to just do that. So it's never, ever a boring thing for me. Every time I do it, it's like the first time it's ever happened. You cannot believe the magic that happens when 100 people get together in one room and play music that you wrote. Like, that is a crazy, crazy feeling, and I never get tired of it.
You know, I think, this is Marvel's first family, right? And they've been around for a long time. I think that people are very familiar with them. But I think the best part about this movie is the family aspect. Because again, family's family, right? Around the world, families are very important to everybody. I don't care who you are. And I think that really shines in this movie. Again, a great villain, yes. Great action, of course. But at the core of it, it's about the family. And it's about how they interact. And it really, you walk away saying to yourself, oh, it feels like a family. It feels real. And that's a win, right? I think that, and again, you want the fans to embrace these characters because we're going to see them again. It's fun, right? It has great humor in it. Again, the family dynamic's fantastic. The villain is ridiculous. I mean, my God, is gigantic. And the action is incredible. So I think all that thing combined, it really lends itself to a big blockbuster for summer, right? And that's what you want. If you walk out of the theater with saying, I had a good time, that's a win. That's all you care about. It's that you want to have that win. So I really believe the fans will walk out of the theater saying that.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four. First steps. Surfing onto the silver screen in brilliant Fantastivision.
It's too fantastic, go